Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Mehakeducationwali. I am doing teacher training at Rehan College, Korangi Campus. I have 3 months complete at Rehan College. So today I want to ask question about understanding the basics of financial independence. Financial independence means having enough financial stability and resources to manage your needs and make thoughtful choices about your future. It is not simply about earning a lot of money, it is about learning how to manage income, expenses, saving, and financial goals responsibly. Developing good financial habits from an early stage can make a big difference. Creating a budget, saving regularly, understanding needs versus wants, avoiding necessary spending, or learning basic financial concepts can help build a strong foundation. Financial independence is a long-term journey that requires patience, discipline, and continuous learning. So, without wasting time, we invite our today guest is Maya.
Hey,
Hello,
how are you?
I'm fine.
I'm Maya. You're bright.
I'm fine. How are you, Maya?
I'm good. Just a bit sleepy, honestly. What's up?
Okay, so today I want to ask question about understanding the basics of financial independence. So my first question is, what does financial independence means to you?
To me, it's more about the independence part than the money. It's that feeling when you have enough of a cushion that you don't have to say yes to things you hate just to pay rent. I love the idea of having the freedom to choose how you spend your time, whether that's starting a weird hobby or just taking a random Tuesday off. What does it look like for you?
Okay, so my next question is, what is financial literacy important in everyday life?
It's basically the difference between feeling like you're in control of your money and feeling like your money is in control of you. When you actually get the hang of it, the smallest decisions, like choosing where to eat or how to save, just feel easier. It turns those how am I going to make this work moments into I've got a plan for this. I'm curious, is there something specific you're trying to figure out, or you just diving into the deep end of the topic?
Okay, what is the difference between earning money and managing money?
Earning is the input, managing is the strategy. It's like the difference between catching rain in a bucket and knowing how to build a plumbing system so you actually have water when you're thirsty. You can earn a massive salary and still be broke if you don't have a plan for where it goes. It's less about the number on the paycheck and more about what that number actually does for you in the long run.
Okay, my next question is, why is creating a budget important?
A budget is basically just you giving your money a job to do. Without one, money has this annoying habit of just evaporating by the end of the month. It's less about restriction and more about making sure you actually spend on the things that make you happy instead of wondering where that 50 bucks went on a random Thursday.
Okay, my next question is, how can people develop a regular saving habit?
Honestly, the best way is to trick yourself into doing it. Make it invisible. The secret sauce is automation, where your bank just whisks away a little bit into savings the second you get paid, so you never even have to look at it. It's way easier to manage your life around the money that's actually in your account than it is to try and save whatever's left over at the end of the month because let's be real, there's almost never anything left over. You could start with a tiny amount, like 10 bucks, just to get the momentum going.
Okay, what is the difference between needs and wants?
It's basically the difference between what keeps you alive and what makes you feel alive. Needs are the non negotiables, like a roof over your head, food on the table, and keeping the lights on. Wants are the things that just make life more fun, like the newest shoes or that expensive coffee habit. The tricky part is when a want starts feeling like a need, like when you convince yourself you absolutely must have the latest phone to survive the week.
Okay, my next question is, how can avoiding unnecessary spending improve financial stability?
It stops the death by a thousand cuts phenomenon. Most people don't go broke buying one giant yacht. They go broke buying $3 lattes and streaming services they don't actually watch. It's those tiny leaks that drain your bucket. Cutting those out doesn't just save a bit of cash, it builds this mental muscle of knowing exactly where your money is going. That stability is basically just peace of mind when something unexpected happens, like a flat tire or a broken phone, so it doesn't feel like the end of the world.
Okay, so now my question is, why is it important to set clear financial goals?
Because it gives you a reason to actually care about all this stuff. It's way easier to say no to a random impulse buy when you're staring at a picture of the trip you're saving for, or a house, or even just a really nice piece of furniture. Without a goal, budgeting just feels like a chore, but with one, it's a game you're actually trying to win.
Okay, so now my question is, how can a student learn basic money management skills?
Honestly, I think the best way to start is by treating it like a low stakes experiment. Students usually have a unique advantage because they can make some messy mistakes now, while the consequences are smaller than they would be later in life. A great way to learn is by using an app to track every single cent for 1 month, just to see the actual pattern of where the money's going. It's usually a shock to realize how much is spent on things like snacks or subscriptions. Then they can try the 50 to 30-20 rule, putting 50% toward the essentials, 30 toward things they just want, and 20 straight into savings. The real goal isn't to be perfect, it's just to get comfortable with the habit of checking the balance before hitting buy. It's all about building that muscle of awareness while there's still some room to stumble.
Okay, what role does self discipline play in achieving financial independence?
It's the engine that actually makes the plan move. We can have the perfect budget and a great goal, but without the discipline to stick to it, it's just a wish list. It's that split second of friction where you choose the future version of yourself over temporary hit of dopamine from a random purchase. But I'll be honest, relying on pure willpower is usually a losing game. The real trick is building systems like that automation we talked about, so you don't actually have to be disciplined every single day.
Okay, why is it important to have an emergency fund?
I'm guessing you mean an emergency fund. That's basically your life happens insurance policy. It's the difference between a broken laptop being a total disaster and just being a boring errand you have to run. When you have that cushion, you don't have to panic or go into debt the second something goes wrong, which keeps your whole financial plan from crumbling. It's all about buying yourself a little bit of peace of mind.
Okay, so finally, my last question is, what message would you like to give to people about building a financially responsible and independent future?
I tell them that it's easy to get caught up in the ideal version of financial success, but the real goal isn't about having a massive bank account. It's about buying yourself freedom. Don't let the numbers steal your joy, but don't let them scare you into inaction either. Just start where you are, Be patient with yourself when you mess up. And remember that the best investment you'll ever make is in your own peace of mind. You've got this.
I think there is today interviews and thank you for your time for being a part of today's discussion on understanding the basics of financial independence. I hope this session encouraged you to learn about money management, develop responsible financial habits, and plan wisely for your future. Remember, financial independence starts with smart decision and consistency. Thank you for your time and have a wonderful day.